song we just heard during the introduction to Classic Game Room HD is Vanish Into the Night. Sounds like something from Don Henley, but it's not. It's from Musha. And you see my trusty Sega Genesis there. Here's a nice level. This has a Asian kind of style to it as you're flying over this city. And these little samurai-like things come popping up out of the clouds at you pretty soon. That's one of my favorites. But note that every time one of my bombs, which are powered up to level 4 here, blows up, the enemy ships all get sucked into that. It's like a little vortex. It's like a black hole of Musha thunder. I guess it couldn't be a Thunder Force because that would be a different game. Here I'm using the green lasers. I don't use these too much, but they do a nice bit of damage on anything that you hit, especially when they're powered up. I personally like to use the missiles and bombs more because they spread out more and get things that you're not immediately concentrating on, which I find helpful in this game because there's so much on screen at one time. Look at that, nice parallax scrolling with the clouds and the city below you. Great attention to detail in this game once again. I love these guys that jump out of the clouds. In fact, when the lightning starts going here, you can see them underneath. They come and pop out of the clouds. They're pretty easy to kill, though. They're not that threatening. You give them a fistful of green laser. Things I really like about this game is it doesn't have those impossibly hard levels where you have to dodge things on screen that if you just nick them, you explode into flames. And that just frustrates me to no end. I like to be able to take a little damage. However, one of the parts of this game that is frustrating, in fact, really the only part of this game that's frustrating, is if you do die, you're screwed because you lose all of your weapon power-ups, and if you're in one of the later levels, just forget it. You literally have to make it to the end without losing anything to really have a chance, in my opinion. But if you die, you come back, and instead of having a 4-shot like I have now, you are left with just having a single shot. Now you still retain your little support fighters, but having a single shot and no special weapon power-ups, that's really tough to get through the higher levels and continue the game when that happens to you. Now when you play it a few times, that doesn't happen. You don't die that often. There is a great amount of slowdown in this game, like most Genesis games that have a whole lot of stuff going on at once on screen. But in some ways that works towards your advantage, as it slows things down and allows you to navigate the enemy shots flying towards you. One of the things you don't want to do, which you'll see me do occasionally, is get caught in the corners in this game. Then you have nowhere to move and you just get destroyed. driven the enemy out of our territory. Let's go to his.